Yeah, I've been honestly itching to tell people this because I haven't been very truthful. Ken hasn't been very truthful. Ken and I broke up. But yeah, we've been broken up for almost 3 years now. And the reason, well, originally the reason why we haven't said anything about it is because Enrique, or Ken, asked me not to say anything about it first. And I don't want to speak for him, but I think it was coming from a place of not wanting it to be real. And at the same time, you know, I agreed to that because I also didn't want it to be real. And this is coming from the people pleaser side of me because I was so afraid that if people found out that we weren't together anymore, my career would go bad, or, you know, people just wouldn't love me anymore. And so it's like, it was me again, like just pretending or putting the things that I need to do for myself off to make other people happy and to make them feel safe. But yeah, me and Ken broke up almost 3 years ago. I think a year before I actually broke up with him, there were already signs that were showing me that I was unhappy. But because I had built up this kind of toxic habit of pushing away anything that I felt like bothered me because I was afraid of confrontation, I decided to just swallow it or like sweep everything under the rug. I kind of accepted, I remember I did like a mental check with myself, and I accepted that there were certain things about him that I wasn't okay with, and that it's just always going to be like that. And that's just life. Like you win some, you lose some, you have to deal with the good and the bad. So I was like mentally telling myself these things because we were already at that point almost 8 years together, and I was genuinely expecting us to get married like soon, but then that didn't happen. And so when I broke up with him, I would say it was such a beautiful breakup because it was still so full of love. That's why I say yes and no, because it was so hard for me to actually break up with him because I love him. I still love him as a person. When I look back at like our time together, I just see good moments all the time. And he's like, I think of him as like a childhood best friend. And so it's just so beautiful. And you know, I carry a lot of guilt for not being the one that held on, because that's what my fans wanted to do. But also, like, I needed to find myself and grow too. And there were things that I knew that I shouldn't tolerate for the people that look up to me, for the younger me, and also for my future children. And that's not to say that he's a bad person. He didn't do anything bad. Nothing bad happened. Our breakup was really good. It was just, we weren't a match anymore.